Come in, share this with everyone that you know. What's up, what's up, what's up? Share it with everyone you know. Share this. Share this on your page so people can lock in. What's up? Let's go. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Let's get it. All right, what's up, y'all? I hope you guys are having a good day today on this afternoon, this evening. It is about 8:08 p.m. on tonight, and I just stopped by to, I don't know if you guys watched this. I don't know if you paid any attention to this or if you guys even look at stuff like this, but earlier I went live and I was looking at the U.S. debt clock. And guys, earlier today, this morning, the U.S. debt clock was around $29 trillion. Guys, as of this evening, as of tonight, it is around 52, and it's probably around 53 trillion right about now, as I can look and see what has occurred in between that time. So that's a lot. That's a lot of money going out. That's a lot, y'all. That is a lot of money going out in whatever the government is doing with it. So I'm going to share my screen. Earlier, it was around 29 or $8 trillion. And guys, if you look at that thing right about now, it's about $53 trillion. And I'm getting ready to show that to you because it was just unbelievable. Like a day's span, a day's time, how much money has gone out through the governments, how much money they've put out in this, to pay for certain things. I'm going to show you. I am going to show you that because I couldn't believe it. All right. So earlier it was around 29 trillion. When I looked at it this evening, around maybe about an hour, it was around 52 trillion. It was around 52 trillion. And I hope I'm looking at this right. I just pray. I think that's what I'm showing probably is what I saw earlier. Because there was two. Yeah, I think this is the one from earlier. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see this. But earlier it was around 29 trillion. And when I checked it about an hour ago, it was around 52 trillion in debt. Let's see what it's doing now. Okay, so it went back down to like 29 trillion dollars. That's what it looks like. But about an hour ago, it was right at 52. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. So the reason why I pointed that out is because we have a lot of stuff that's happening um, in the economy. You know, Bitcoin, percentage of it is down, but guys, we're still in like an overall overall bullish market for Bitcoin just right now. On the daily and probably the weekly or hourly time frames, we're bearish, which means the market is trending for Bitcoin down. But you know, Bitcoin has been around for 13 years. So if you can take where Bitcoin was last year and place it against where Bitcoin is now, it is about the same. Around this time last year, Bitcoin was about 30 to 40,000. The all-time high for it reached about 61K, 63, 64K, I remember, in March. So we're still in a very overall bearish market. Anytime you look at the markets and you see that there's that it moves up and down just like that, just understand the market always comes back to a certain zone. Okay, so the reason why I'm talking about the US debt clock and how much money is being spent inside of the government, this is why I'm talking about this, so you can counteract about this. And I'll talk about systems, putting systems in place to help you guys outpace what is happening economy wise. And although you may say, well, I'm not being affected, you really are being affected. You just don't know it. And you're not really feeling the effects of it just, you know, right now. But trust me, you are feeling the effects of it, because everything that you do now, or all the responsibilities that you have now, have increased in profit, in price range, or price point. So you are definitely feeling that. You are definitely feeling the blow of that. Okay, so I just want to talk for a minute just to say this is mainly just to get you to understand where I'm coming from with this. Where am I coming from? Kim, where are you going? What are you doing? What are you sharing? What are you talking about at this point? What are you talking about at this point? Being that I saw this earlier today, $50 trillion in debt. $50 trillion that went out today. Okay. $50 trillion that went out today. So many different factors that had to take place within inside of that. But this is why I want to say that, because guys, you have to learn how to outpace. You have to learn how to position yourself to outpace those types of things. When there's so much money going out in the government, you best believe that is going to be in turn passed down to the U.S. citizen, the U.S. taxpayer. When there's so much money going out in the government, you best believe the taxpayers are going to pay for it dearly. And here's why. Because honestly, there's only 95% of individuals and everybody in the world that only make up 5% of the entire market. 95%. That means everybody in the world, every taxpayer, every citizen that work for someone else, you are not only accounted, but only 5% of the world's wealth. That means 35% of you work for yourself, which means I don't care if you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are a lawn care professional, if you are a hairstylist, a barber, anyone that's self-employed. I don't care if you are a janitor, you have your own janitorial business. Guess what? If you do not have clients, if you do not have contracts set in place, you do not get paid. That's including a doctor. Most people say, "Oh man, a doctor?" Yes. A doctor is mostly self-employed. Why? Because if you don't have any patients or anybody coming to see you and they're not or if they're not set up to have insurance, you don't get paid. Even if you have insurance, you still have to have visitors. You still have to have patients to come and see you. So yes, a doctor will be considered a person that works for themselves, even an attorney. If you don't have clients to defend, you don't make money. You don't have a retainer fee. If you don't have clients, you can't give anybody a retainer fee if you don't have a client, if you don't have someone that you're going to represent in the court of law before a judge. Yes, lawyers are people who are self-employed. Okay, that's 35% of self-employed people. I myself am self-employed. So that means if I do not have any clients, if I do not have anyone that's hiring me or need my services, guess what? There's nowhere for me to make money. So that's why I partner and I come to a place that has a systems that work for me to help me focus on the main points of my business, the vision and the strategy of my business. That's why I became a 5% person that has more control, or 95% control of the world's wealth. I decided to come on the right side of money, which means 1% of that is the investor mindset, and 4% of that are business owners. And with business owners, ladies and gentlemen, there are systems that are put in place that help you run your business a lot smoother. And a lot of times you don't have to worry about having to do everything by yourself. Right now, when you're self-employed and you work, or basically if you're self-employed, you have to do everything at this point. You have to do everything. You have to make the calls. You have to, create the paperwork. You have to do the the taxes, or you have to calculate, your whatever amount of revenue that you have coming in. You have to get out there and you have to talk to people to develop their friendship or their relationship as a new client. You have to do all those things for a self-employed person. But when you have systems in place, when you have someone that you can delegate a role to, or you can delegate this, you can delegate this, or you can delegate that to, that allows you the capability, that allows you the ability to focus more on where you're heading with your business. So that's why I decided to be on the right side of money, that 5% business owner, that 1% investor mindset, so that I can control 95% of the world's market. How do I do that? I saw, ladies and gentlemen, that again, working for money or being a self-employed entrepreneur, you still have to be cognizant of your spending power. And I saw that the dollar decreases and has been decreasing over time. The value of the dollar has been decreasing over time. So that means that your purchasing power and the value of your purchasing power is not the same as what it was, maybe 10 years ago, five years ago, and even with 2 years inside of the pandemic, guys, our purchasing power spending power has changed tremendously. Why? Because now we've had an influx of inflation by 10%, 9 and 10%. That has also contributed to the decline of the dollar. Okay. So I decided that I want to be that 5% that controls 95% of the world's wealth. And how do I do it? I do it being a part of the Forex market, the cryptocurrency market, the binary options market. And you might wonder what is Forex? Well, Forex is the buy and sell of currencies. It is the largest financial market. That's why we control 95% of the world's wealth. Why? Because Forex falls within that 95% of the world's wealth. And anytime that you travel out of the country and you have to exchange your currency for that country's currency, that's basically what the foreign exchange market is. But the fact is, you don't know that you can actually create wealth inside of the foreign exchange market. It is a $6.7 trillion trading industry every single day, and that could be even more now with the addition of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency's market cap is right now around 1.5 trillion dollars, and it actually had gotten up to 2 trillion, but it's right now probably about 1.5 trillion dollars, and it is going to definitely increase that market cap for cryptocurrency. So you can also embed that with this 6.7 trillion dollars trading on a daily basis. It is also a global market, meaning Forex is worldwide. It's nationwide, it's countrywide, it's international. You can trade, you can invest in Forex anywhere in the world. And plus, it is the most liquid in the world, meaning that's liquid, that's physical money that you have access to. So once you are actually engaging in or entering in or learning to trade in the foreign exchange market, that is liquid profits. That's liquid money that you're able to move about and place in your bank account or buy more crypto, however you decide to disperse or pay yourself. Because the first thing is you need to pay yourself, and then you pay everything else. Next, it operates 24 hours a day, and it says 5 days a week. Well, the foreign currency market is 24 hours a day, and it does operate from the Monday to Friday. However, cryptocurrency and binary options are 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So crypto never sleeps. Binary options, they never sleep. So you have access even on the weekends to make money. And plus, the foreign exchange, you can operate this on any smart device. So guys, back in 1994, the first publicly traded Forex trade went out in 1994. And that is due to the insurgence of the internet, creating the internet, which has now just blown everyone's minds because you can do so much on the internet. So basically that's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is almost like the next internet. At first, people didn't understand it. It wasn't using it. Now we have to use the internet for everything. We have to rely on the internet for mostly everything. And it's going to be the same way with Bitcoin. I think and I believe that Bitcoin is going to serve as a currency that is going to be required from everyone. But see, this is why I want to explain this to you. Because although you may have to move into utilizing Bitcoin as a form of payment, why not show you how to get paid from it? Again, why not make money on top of the money that you are already spending? So moving on, central banks and financial institutions also invest in the foreign exchange market. So if you was to go and check your balance or check your bank account, or if you try to get money out, and if it's at a certain period of time or day and you're not able to do so, that is because your money has been removed in order to place it out in the markets to get a gain on it, whereas you're not getting anything on it. So the bank is basically using you and your profile, your information, everything to make money off of you. When you're thinking, well, if I save, I put my money inside of the bank and it's going to hold it for me for safekeeping. Yeah, it's going to definitely seem to hold it for you. But guess what? The banks also put your money inside of the markets and trade your money inside of the markets. It's interesting information. So when you're dealing with the bank, you don't get any interest off of it. You only get 0.0000001% interest. So that means if you may have made a deposit of collectively maybe $60,000 or $100,000 in a certain account throughout the year, do you know that your interest and your profits or whatever that you've done is not going to increase? It is not going to increase. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do nothing. It's not going to do anything. So it's good for you to know knowledge and have knowledge on where to move about, how to move, who to connect to, and being a part of a community, a integrity community is key, because you don't want to be out here just dealing with anybody and you fall into issues. So what does it mean to be a bank, centralized finance and decentralized finance? Well, as you can see here, most of your centralized platforms are Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, Robinhood, and your bank. Remember, I just explained to you what your bank does with your money. Those are centralized exchanges, which mean there is a possibility that they could be watched through government. But if you are decentralized, you can't be over there messing around with the centralized stuff. So when you're decentralized, you own full ownership of your crypto liquidity pools. There's no permission needed, which means you don't have to go through a whole identity process in order to get signed on using decentralized finance. You have the ability to earn interest on your assets, immediate access to the financial world. So remember when I talked to you and I told you that the bank actually also takes your money and invested in the foreign exchange market and you get nothing off of that? Well, on the decentralized finance side, I have been able to create my own DeFi, decentralized bank, which means I can borrow from myself, I can lend to myself and anybody else that I want to lend money to. But I also accrue interest on the money that I put inside of my DeFi bank. So unlike the banks, the banking institutions, you don't develop any interest off of it. Your money does not work for you. But if you are understanding where to put your money in a DeFi, decentralized bank, then that's when you actually begin to accrue interest. And it's actually a double blessing, because you're taught to learn how to trade in the markets, but you're also learning to leverage the markets by doing short-term, fast, slow trading, and understand what those mechanisms and how they come across. So when I talk about systems are very important. Very important. Very important. So we talk about systems, and here what you're looking at is strategies. Basically, you have people that work for you. This is a platform called I Am Academy, and I have access to 5 different streams of income. 5 streams in this one app. But you'll be amazed at the streams. That's just 5 pillars. There's 5 columns, 5 different academies, but there's over 1,000 opportunities in each academy to profit and grow and create wealth. So right now we're looking at Forex. These are the different strategies. There's about 9 strategies, guys. And these strategies kick out trade ideas all day. All day. Trade ideas all day. Kicking out trade ideas all day. So that's multiple times for you to be able to get excited and enter in a trade in the financial market. Sometimes we have to wait for the market to come to us. But the fact that we have these tools right here, which is also multi-millionaire banking software that the banks use. The banks use the harmonic scanner, harmonics, in order to trade your money in the markets. Did you know that? Yes, they do. The banks trade your money in the markets using the harmonic scanner. So now that we have access to the harmonic scanner, why don't you learn to make money using the harmonic scanner? So there's about 9 strategies that you can use, and you find and you locate a strategy that works better for you, that's easier for you to understand, that's easier for you to catch on, that's easier for you to understand when is a good time to enter into a trade and become profitable. We look at the fact that inside of this platform, it is about 85 to 95% accurate, guys. So that means every trade idea that comes out, the majority of them are going to be winning trades, which means that's 85% to 95% of accuracy. I would be nervous if you were to join a platform or another platform that also teaches you trading, and they're only passing out 60 to 70% or 50% of the trades. That will make a lot of people who've invested in that very, very angry, because that means you have a 50-50 chance of really profiting in those trades. Wouldn't you like the fact that you can have access to 85 to 95% accuracy on your trades? And when those trade ideas come out, guess what? The market meets those points that were actually analyzed, charted up, and configured for you guys to read and understand and enter into a trade at that time. Okay, so that's our Forex Academy. HFX is a little bit different. It is a time-based trading, guys. So HFX is time-based trading. That means there's 3 strategies here, and it allows you to actually make money in minutes, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 120 seconds. That's 3 minutes. Guys, we use Liberty and we use Hourglass, and we have another strategy called Freedom. But guess what? There's apps right here. So this is an app called HFX Swipes. And what this app does is sends you a notification to your phone letting you know that there is a trade setup that you need to get in, and you need to trade and make and profit out of. And they give you that information to copy and paste, or to go into your broker and place that trade, which only takes about 20 seconds to do so. So HFX, that's 3 pillars, or 3 additional pillars, streams of income and revenue, where these trades are kicked out every 5 minutes. So that means every 5 minutes, a candle is being formed that allows you to position yourself to get inside of these trades. And then we're going to move over to DCX, digital cryptocurrency. There's about 3 strategies under digital cryptocurrency. So guys, now I'm pretty sure you've heard the term of altcoins. Now we have the ability, guys, to do things 2 times. That's a double whammy blessing. Okay. Cryptocurrency, we're able to invest in it in the long term, but however, we're able to also invest in it intraday, intraday. Okay, that means I can place a cryptocurrency trade today and profit in it today. And then I can take a little bit more of my income and I can continue to buy coin projects and more coin projects that you guys probably haven't even heard of yet, but we have first advantage of it. And here it is. These are the strategies that we use to gain that knowledge and gain that information. And then there's a swipe coin. There's an app called Swipe Coin that I encourage you to download. Swipe Coin is basically going to send you trade alerts to your phone that you can copy and paste to say, hey, here's a good trade set up for Bitcoin. Here's a good trade set up for Ethereum. Here's a good trade set up for Cardano or Solana. That we're able to not only trade it the same day, but we're able to leverage it the same day as well. That's powerful stuff because you're getting twice the profits off of a single coin. And then we're going to move over to ECX. ECX is our e-commerce academy, where those who are interested in building their own online store have the ability to sell products out of their store that they don't even have to hold the inventory for. It is drop shipped to their customers. And all we are doing simply, guys, is we're operating this entire platform from our phones. We're operating it from our computers, or we're operating it from our tablets. But we are not sitting in front of a computer all day monitoring the markets, guys. What we are doing, we are partnering up with our Go Live sessions, which are educators in this space that shows us how to read the charts. But guys, we have one benefit to that. We have actually several benefits to that. What we do also in this space is the fact that we can actually, as an investor gets on, we can hop on in those same real-time sessions and make money at the same time. While they're in the markets, we're in the markets as well. So we're going to go to this Go Live. And I'm going to show you, and hopefully this will come up. I just pray that it comes up. I'm going to show you how this works. We get a chance to go into our Go Live sessions. We can ask the educator questions. Okay, so it's loading up. We can ask them questions, guys, and they do this every single day. We have over 200 educators in this space that are teaching over 400,000 students, which I'm always forever a student, but they're teaching us everything to know inside of these markets. So we're going to go to DCX, which is our cryptocurrency academy. And we're going to, hopefully, if I can pull up Mr. Gomez. We got somebody live right now. And that's Sean, and he's also teaching cryptocurrency. He shows us how to understand the market. So it looks like it seems like, I don't know if it's StreamYard that it takes long, or is it just taking a long time for it to load up? But this is an opportunity for you to work with an educator. Okay, as you can see here, look at my screen. It looks like a TV guide. There's a TV guide. So there's several days of the week. There's Sunday through Saturday. And you got everything from your basic level to your more advanced for people who are more advanced in this. But we have sections or areas here where you guys can hop on with a live educator. And sometimes what they do as well, although their schedules may be here, a lot of times they announce new sessions that they're going to be setting up, but they also announce sessions that are not here that you can hop on the same day, or they plan it out where they give you more of an opportunity to make money with this particular instructor. So let's see. I want to say Mr. Gomez is actually, he does on Mondays, he talks about the metaverse every single Monday. So he titled it Metaverse Monday. So guys, when you click on his name, you're going to actually enter into his channel. So just like Netflix, where you have certain things that come on at a certain time, this is exactly how this is set up. So have all here on the right side, you already have people that are asking so many questions that how do you go into the metaverse? Just got my, this is the fire. Let's see. They're placing notes inside of this chat. He just went off about 41 minutes ago. So we're just going to click on just to give you a taste of how some of these go live settings work. And real time, guys. So it's not like you're in this and you know this is like after the fact. No, this is in real time. So you are live with this person at the same time that they are live. So we're going to go into Nick's session here, and he was just only on for like 58 minutes, but there's so much value that you can get out of what he teaches inside of the metaverse. So let's take a little sneak peek of what he talked about. Right now that he's inside of the metaverse and he's driving. So let me see if I can fast forward this a little bit.
We dive deep with the Oculus headsets. We literally go into the metaverse as I share pretty much the stream through what I'm seeing in the headsets, but you guys would get to see it here on the screen. And I invite you to join me in the metaverse as we continue to do these sessions. So for now, feel free to let me know, where are you guys tuning in from? All right. City, state, and country if you wish. If you're brand new, feel free to let us know. And if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome to the DCX family. Welcome to the stream. Every Monday we cover the metaverse, and super excited to do so. We started out the week strong. We caught a beautiful Ethereum trade idea that I called yesterday. Before that, we had Danny's position on BTC USD, and today we had an XRP USD idea, and we are moving very, very nicely this week, everybody. So I'm sure everyone is extremely excited about that. Not where we want it to be, but we could still take positions and take of its volatility, and that's what we are doing. So let's see what we got in the house. Jersey, Louisiana, California. Let's see the DCX. What's up, DCX family? Hudson, Florida, Edmonton. We got Nigeria. We got Germany, California. All right. We got New Jersey, Washington, Connecticut. We got Trinidad in the building, Seattle, Canada. All right. Let's see. Toronto in the building. Germany.
Let's fast forward this a little bit.
They are losing 2x, 3x as much percentage as we are seeing BTC and Ethereum. The entire space of cryptocurrency has lost about $500 billion, if not a little bit more, in this recent market sell-off. So a lot is going on, everybody, in the market, and it's not bearish yet. There is a lot of valid viewpoints in the market, as I shared on Friday's Go Live. I hope you all attended Friday's Go Live. If you haven't, I'd go back to my last recording and I'd really dive deep in it. I really went deep into how market cycles, we expected and we called the sell-off that was going to happen over the weekend. And not just that, but where it was going to start to happen toward the altcoins. And that's exactly what we're starting to see. Most of these altcoin pairs are drastically oversold. But
okay, so let me stop right there. So what he means by that is the fact that we saw Bitcoin and we saw Ethereum take a dive. guys, does not mean that it's going to continue to like get worse and worse and worse. We're still in a bullish market. So basically what he's saying that although the cryptocurrencies has lost at least about a half a trillion of its market cap, that is because you have a lot of market cap going into NFTs and the metaverse. So once you see Bitcoin moving in a direction where it's selling, or Ethereum or moving into a direction where it's selling, it is because the money is being funneled through other areas. And that's why you're hearing about NFTs and the metaverse so much, because everybody seems to be doing a lot of transactions inside of the metaverse and NFTs, mainly because it's a lot creative. It's a lot of things that you can do creatively inside the metaverse and inside of building NFTs. So doesn't mean that those cryptocurrencies, the top cryptocurrencies, are going to continue to tank, because you have to understand, guys, the value of the US dollar is still declining, which means there are still more companies, there are still more organizations that are adopting Bitcoin as their legal tender or their forms of payment, because, as the world changes, technology changes, we're moving into different types of payment systems, guys. So doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to be obsolete. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Ethereum is not going to happen. And the reason why, because so many projects right now are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. The metaverse and NFTs, they're based upon the Ethereum blockchain. So guys, you might just see money just being funneled from different areas. And with the NFT and the metaverse space, like he said, is oversold, which means at some point those things are going to start to, take a downwards trend as well, and we're going to see a little bit change within that. So when that happens, this is reason why you need to learn how to trade. This is one of the reasons why, getting that foundation of understanding of how to trade, how it can basically help your bottom line and help your portfolio increase, guys, because there's so much stuff that you can do inside of crypto. And there is so many things that you can do as far as staking, yield farming, of course, NFT, the metaverse, using it as a stable coin, using it for DeFi, decentralized finance. Like, there are so many things that you can do with cryptocurrency that you could not do with the US dollar. So it's important to know this, and it's important for you guys to not be afraid or not be, scared about what's happening, but have the right information to know how to move, when and where to move, when is a good time to move, because we, understanding the markets, we already know that the market has certain zones that it comes back to, guys. So we're going to see some more all-time highs with Bitcoin. We're going to see some more all-time highs with Ethereum. And that's not for you to be an emotional trader or an emotional person when it comes to that. Just understand that there are some things that's going to be expected for the inspected inside of the market. But why those things are taking place, why not you get ahead and position yourself to take advantage of it? Why not? Why not take advantage? Or even with the foreign exchange markets, the markets were very, very choppy on today. The currency pairs for, US dollar, euro dollar, Great British pound, a Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, all those, and New Zealand dollars, all of those currency pairs were experiencing some great changes in today's market. But it doesn't mean for you to be afraid or scared about what's happening, guys. This stuff is very, very It changes, but it's very, very easy for you to understand and easy for you to position yourself either way that the market goes. So I just want to say that, and really quickly, let's see if I can go back to what Nick was saying, and I'll probably skip around it a little bit and fast forward.
Seeing what I'm experiencing, but I'm seeing it through, of course, virtual reality. Everything is 3D, 4D. I mean, I literally feel like I'm in this world. You're seeing this through a screen. So it might feel, and you might be asking yourself, oh, well, what's the point of this? Well, what I'm trying to do with you is just kind of give you a, let me actually do something.
You are now looking inside of the metaverse.
So I'm here. All these people are real people. So we got, see that? So all of these people, it's kind of freaky, but all of these people are tuning in. This is called the Plaza in the Metaverse. All of these different people are here. And I'm going to try my best to stay away from folks because some people do have a foul mouth. But this is, I guess you could call it the, how would I say, the lobby or the main hangout place where people, you know, just hang out. These are people. These are actual people in their homes with their headsets on that, you know, are just running around town and going to different arenas and venues. Now, what I really did like about the actual metaverse that Facebook created, which is what we're in right now, is you get to even create a lot of these places yourself. So if you, by any chance, feel the need to create your own world, I found, I guess, to the blockchain, but none of this is crypto related until, of course, we see some sort of cryptocurrency backed or some sort of digital coin behind the actual virtual world that we're seeing right now that Meta has created. But I found it really interesting that people could actually, you know, create their own little metaverse or little world within this metaverse. So I'm going to take you guys to a metaverse comedy club. And as I'm showing you this, the point is it's not just for it to be entertaining and be like, wow, okay, Nick's taking us to different metaverses. It's for you to explore the possibility as to where this technology is headed. And I've been trying my best to share with you different avenues as to.
Okay, so what he's showing you guys is the actual metaverse. He's inside of the metaverse. So you saw all those people that he was walking around. These are actually other people that are also sitting in their homes, and they're inside of the metaverse as well. So what he's just also explained to you, that you can also create things inside of the metaverse. You can create your own building. You can create your own space. You can probably create your own, like there was a comedy club. You can create that inside of the metaverse, guys. And guess what? People can go and they could pay for the services. They can pay tickets to get inside of your comedy club. And this is 3D. Just imagine if you had 1.2 million people sitting inside of your comedy club, listening to your jokes or listening to certain things. What if you could do that? So you have to learn how to really develop your mind to think creativity. And you have to develop your mind to understand how to, first, number one, there's so many ways that you can create wealth and so many ways that you can build a wealth portfolio, become wealthy. It's all about information, but there's so much that you can do as a creative person inside of the metaverse. So why not begin to think differently of how you respect money? Although this looks like gaming, guys, this stuff is really set up for assets. It's really set up for wealth. So let's see if we can go back.
Where the metaverse is taking businesses, even entertainment, hanging out, things you would do, for example, just on a regular day-to-day basis, but obviously now in virtual reality. So this is called a comedy club. And I really haven't peeked too much outside, but as you can see, there's a bunch of stars. It tells you the host. People could actually pay, excuse me, not pay, but could actually work this. And let's go over here, this comedy club. And oh, wow, it's actually very full. So, so that person, LL Collie, it's her stand up. You all can hear her because I have her muted. I don't want you guys. There's a lot of people that have all sorts of noises and stuff, but there's about 10 people, 10 plus people here that are here, and all of these people here are in this comedy club that could just hang out, listen. You could sit at these bars. You could watch. You could hang out with your friends. You could partner up. You could join. And I found it pretty crazy just how technology is evolving, and it gives a place. I mean, on Zoom you can't do this, on Skype you can't do this, you know.
Okay, so let's stop it right here. If you understand right now, this is a very important thing that I'm about to say. We are in a pandemic that we are very unsure of if it's going to be controllable. This right here, what you're looking at, being inside of the metaverse, is creating where people can create things inside of their home. So it's, I wouldn't say isolation in the sense, but things are just changing. It's just changing. It's changing. And in order to support or get inside of this comedy show, it had to take some money. It had to take money to do it. To be able to go inside and utilize and watch a comedy show inside of the metaverse, guys. He had to pay a ticket. He had to pay tickets. He had to pay something in order to participate. And this is what I'm saying. Your money that you're receiving on your job, that's money that you're receiving on your job. If you are not investing in cryptocurrency, if you're not investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of these other projects, that's what it's going to take in order to get inside of the metaverse. If you are a person that you want to be a part of metaverse, you want to be creative, you want to create a business inside of the metaverse, but you're not even investing in cryptocurrency, it's not going to work for you. You got to come on board. You're not going to be able to operate this with your US dollars. You're just not. So learning what's new, learning technology, changing the way you think, thinking that Bitcoin or Ethereum, all this stuff is not real. It is very real. It's very real. And it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to stop sharing this. And what I want to show you is we actually have systems in place to show you exactly how you can become a part. We have systems in place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my screen for this one. This is going to be the last part of what I've been, because I've already been on here for 53 minutes already. Y'all got to excuse me. I have my daughter upstairs. She's enjoying her her Bluetooth radio and her music. So she's having a great time right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this right here. And I want you to see what we have going on. I've talked about Forex, I've talked about HFX, and I've talked about cryptocurrency, which is DCX and ECX, guys. Individually, these academies are only $185 to get started. $185. It's a very inexpensive, and we slashed it down because it's usually 234 in order to get started, but we've slashed it down to 185. Why? Because IM Academy is one of the most generous companies that's out here, and we're number one for showing people how to increase their bank, increase their money, increase their portfolio. We're the number one platforms out here that's showing people how to change their lives directionally. And they're generous. These people are generous. So a lot of times when you get started, you share the opportunity with other people, this company will pay you. We're sound. We have 18 attorneys governing, making sure that we're in compliance. Featured in Forbes magazine more than one time, several times featured in Forbes magazine. That's heavy when you're featured in Forbes magazine. But this company is very, very generous, and it's always giving people opportunities to better themselves. And I think that speaks volume for the company, because it really cares about people, not just the rich. It cares about the everyday person who's living paycheck to paycheck. So I very, very highly encourage you guys to get started. Get started. I am going to close this out. Thank you so very much. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. You can DM me, and I'll do a one-on-one with you. If you have any questions, I can address them. And we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful night. Money Making Monday. I was able to show you to be inside of the metaverse. Let's go. You got a chance to see the metaverse, guys. So talk to you soon. Have a great evening. In about a couple of minutes, we're getting ready to trade in the markets. Talk to you soon. And see, that's another thing. We have exclusive educators that's like, hey, we're going to show y'all how to make this money in the markets. So I got to go. Talk to you guys soon.